Yo, what up guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're gonna do a little review on if you should start on a 600cc bike. Right now we're gonna do a little cold start. Let's get it. Are you on ready? Alright guys, made it to a little parking lot, you know, safe to record. But hey, this is my beautiful, well, to me it's my beautiful 2018 R6. For you people that are new to the channel, hey, I'm gonna be making a little video a little video of what I think you should start in a 600cc motorcycle for your first bike. So just to start off with, you know, a lot of people, everybody has different opinions, right? Yeah, I guess the right thing to do would be you start with a R3, you know, or a Ninja 400. But I didn't do that. What I did, I started with a Honda CBR 600, right? From my experience and from what I hear people expressing, is if you really commit to the motorcycle lifestyle, you know, you love bikes, all that, you don't use it just for commute, you're gonna outgrow those motorcycles really quick, you know, especially if you go out riding with friends or you go to little meetups, and you're gonna feel like you're not gonna be able to keep up. You're not gonna be able to keep up. You're not gonna be able to, you know, you're gonna be slower. So you're gonna outgrow it pretty quick. You know, I say maybe a season. You know, well, if you live in a place where we get snow like we do here, you'll probably just have a riding season and you're gonna sell that bike, you know, which is cool. You know, you get more confidence and all that stuff. But or you can go straight up to an R6 or a Honda, you know, 600 or Gixxer or Ninja, whatever you like. I didn't feel I had the need to start low. You know, I just, you know, I watch videos. I got tips from people I know. And things like that. I just, you know, I understood my limits. I understood now what to do. I watch a lot of tips, and you know, until you can watch all this and that, but until you put into a situation, you have to experience it yourself, right? So I would say one of the biggest things is you gotta have respect for the motorcycle. You know, 600, you know, there's faster bikes out there. There's 1000cc bikes and things like that, but 600 is a lot of power, right? It's power to get yourself hurt. When I started, I respected the motorcycle, you know, just because I took it around the block and went a little ride, I'm like, oh, I got this. Nah, I took it step by step each day. You know, if you know how to drive manual, I think, you know, just the takeoff, that's one of the hardest things as a beginner. You're like, oh, you're gonna stall the bike on your on a red light or something like that, so you put a lot more pressure on yourself. But if you already know manual, like, I think it's a lot easier. I would say I respected the bike. If you go out riding with friends, you know, you're still a month in or two, you know, people usually, if you don't know us or if you're with buddies, like, well, I understand you're new, so we're not gonna do anything on the way that it's gonna put you on a position that you're gonna push yourself, you know, and do things that you're not used to, and then that's when mistakes happen. On a canyon ride, you go, you see your buddies going quick in the turns and all that, and you try to do the thing. So you know, you're not used to it. You're not used to leaning. You know, you're still afraid or still not confident on it, and you try to keep up, and a lot of people panic. So instead of leaning, they'll brake or just go straight, you know. So I would say, you know, I say you can start in a 600. You just gotta respect the bike. You know, you can't be showing off, or you know, you understand your limits and practice. A lot of practice makes perfect. So, you know, this is my R6. I say the difference between each 600 bike is the R6 is known to be very, very uncomfortable. It's a very aggressive riding position. It's hard, you know, if you're gonna use it to commute. It's track oriented a lot. So, you know, you lean a lot. You be leaning forward a lot. Your feet position would be pretty high. So it's shit. Even me, like max, I'll do a 40-minute ride. And that's if I'm lucky before I started getting uncomfortable, you know. So the 600, my first bike, I felt like it was a lot more comfortable, less wide. It was more user-friendly. I heard the Ninjas are one of the top most comfortable motorcycles out there, 600s. So you can start with that, or you can start with the Gixxer. But you know, in the bike community, there's this little stigma on Gixxers. You know, they're gonna be calling you squid and all that stuff. I don't do that. But online and all that shit, you will hear about it for sure. And I mean, the Gixxers, they were great bikes, really, really good bikes. Just me, it's never been my cup of tea. I never liked the one headlight in the front. I just never liked that. You know, I always loved the R6s. You know, this is the newest one I had. This is the latest model. I always liked the front ends. You know, I had an 06 or 07 before. I had an 06 or 07 before. It looks like a wasp. I always loved that look. So just because I like that look, you know, being comfortable, it's the price I gotta pay, you know. So, but you know, I got, you know, it's been a little upgrades on my motorcycle. Upgrade the chain, you know, a little carbon fiber mud splatter thing, you know, levers been upgraded. They're adjustable. Grips. Upgraded my tank. Instead of using that key, you know, it's just twist. Like, dang, that shit was hard. Yeah, I guess it's not as secure. I guess people can fuck with it, but I like it. I like it, and I don't really leave my bike outside that much, so I don't have a problem. You know, I got the quick shifter, so quick shifter with the auto blipper, so I can shift without using the clutch. I don't use it much because, you know, it does great under load. Just normal low RPMs. If you use that shit's jittery. Like, I don't like it. And then, you know, I don't have a full exhaust system. It's just a Krapovich. Man, I can't ever say that shit. You know what I'm talking about, man. Look. You can read it. This has a slip-on exhaust. I think it's plenty loud. You like louder bikes? That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, I got the rear seat delete. You know, and the beautiful Yamaha Blue. It's been my baby. It's my dream bike. So I would say for your first bike, the R6 might be a little uncomfortable, where you don't feel confident doing certain maneuvers. I would recommend, I mean, my only other experience has been the Honda CBR, right? That shit was really comfortable, really comfortable. And from what I hear online and people experiences, the Ninjas, they're like up there as well, and they're really good bikes too. So I would say that if you understand your limits and you're a person that's, I would say, a little responsible, because at the end of the day, you got to be responsible, because you can hurt yourself, or worse, you can hurt somebody else, you know, on the road. So I really don't see the need to go smaller if you know you love bikes and you're gonna stick to the motorcycle world and all that, because you're gonna outgrow it quick, trust me. And if you want to do that, cool. I guess there's nothing wrong with that. So, but if you just want to make a one-time purchase, maybe, you know, look for your dream bike right away. 600. I've never been on 1,000, so I can't say anything on that. But I never felt like I needed an 1,000. You know, besides like the R1, just engine. That's the most beautiful bike. You know, but or the Ducati. I call that the Ferrari of motorcycles. It's like beautiful, you know. So, and I would say before, well, when you buy your motorcycle, you gotta buy your gear, man. I always ride with my gear. I mean, the only exception is I never have pants on, like motorcycle pants on. But you know, get yourself some gloves. Get yourself some gloves. They have knuckle guards, all that stuff. Yeah, these are, I'd say, more on the cheaper side. They were like 50 bucks. You could get better ones. They have like a little strap here, so if you ever fall, your pinky stays with your hand, you know. So I always have my jacket padded. You guys can see it. Very generic motorcycle jacket, an Alpine Star. I got my boots. They're Alpine Star as well. I need to get new ones. These are low ankles, so I kind of want to make a little higher one too. So, you know, and it's my baby, man. I always been a fan of Shoei. This is the RF 1400. Yeah, I dropped it once here. It was the worst day. But, you know, I got some lights on in here. They lit up at night. You got your battery pack. You can go cheap on helmets. There's cheaper helmets than this for sure. Cheaper helmets than that. I just been a fan of this Shoei's. So just make sure, research the motorcycle helmet that you plan to buy. Research the safety rating on it. And one thing I know is a lot of the times you pay what you get what you pay for on motorcycle gear. When it comes down to helmets, you know, jackets. But just because it's DOT approved, sometimes it just meets the minimum regulations, you know. So I would say dive into it. Dive on the reviews on how comfortable it is, noise canceling, all that, because you're gonna be wearing that all the time. I hope you're wearing that every time you're riding your motorcycle, right? So, like I said, I always have my gear on. And then a thing that you should make a habit every time is, I do it every other day, but it doesn't hurt to check every day before you ride. Check your tire pressure. Check your tire pressure. Research the tires that you got on the motorcycle. See what would be the best tire pressure to ride on. Hot weather, cold weather, all that. So I would say make it a habit to check that, because the tires are the only thing that keeps you on the road, you know. So you got to be careful on that. You always got to check your tire pressure. Tire pressure is key, always. And another thing is, just, you know, get yourself some little tools where you're required to do your regular maintenance, like oil changes and lubing up your chain. Get your chain kit, you know, cleaner, lube, all that. It'll save you a lot of money if you do it yourself. It's very simple. I know sometimes it's like a little scary to take something apart and take something apart if you're not used to it, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of how-tos, you know what I mean? So don't be afraid to do that. And yeah, don't be afraid to do that. But those are the things that I always do the most. I say every 400-600 miles. I mean, sometimes I even go 1,000. It's bad. I lube up the chain. How you take care of your bike is how it's gonna take care of you, right? So yeah, there's some bikes that can take more of a beating. They can go forever without breaking if you don't do regular maintenance. But I would say, man, just be proud of your bike and take care of it, you know. Yeah, I would say you can start in a 600 for sure. Yeah, especially if you know you're gonna be involved in the motorcycle world. I would start in 600. It's just on the matter of, I would say go to a dealership and try different ones. Like sit on them, pause, sit on them and see what's more comfortable, what seems more comfortable. And I can only tell you from my two experiences. I only experienced two bikes, like I said, the Honda and the Yamaha. Honda way more comfortable. Yamaha is more aggressive. Just me, I always loved the looks. I always been a fan of them. Plus the Hondas, they have the exhaust in the back. Whoo, that shit looks sexy as hell. But yeah, so just respect the bike and work on your skills, you know, on a regular basis, as often as you can. If you want to practice a lot on your takeoffs on red lights so you don't get that nervous, you know, come to an empty parking lot. Come to an empty parking lot, and practice makes better. I would say that. So just get what you want, man. And if you want to start with an R3 and Ninja 400, go ahead. That's cool too. There's nothing wrong with that. But just me, the way I am, I know I would have outgrown that quick. Would have grown that quick as hell. And I would have posted up for sale and, you know, look for a 600 bike. And but hey, there's nothing wrong with the smaller bike. I'll just say you can definitely start on a 600. You can definitely start. There's nothing wrong with it. Or you could just go for your dream bike right away. Or start with 600. You know, it's been a little bit, has more miles and all that stuff. Because I haven't dropped any of my bikes. A lot of people say it's not if, it's when you drop it. You could drop it on practicing turns in a parking lot or anything like that. I hope it's nothing bigger than that. And you can, you know, damage the fairings or scratch your bike, which, you know, I'm not reckless with this bike just for that reason. I try to prevent something from happening to this because this is my dream bike, you know what I mean? I take care of my baby. So yeah, definitely start on 600. If you think this info has been helpful, all that stuff, you know, I appreciate you guys taking your time to watch. And I hope this info helps you in choosing your next bike. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.